good thing about life, right, is you get a chance to make some decisions. And we as a team got to make some decisions, right? We gotta get out there and compete at a high level, or we're gonna have nights like this. And at the end of the day, we gotta. It's tough because when your game is predicated on trying to create turnovers and pressure, and you don't make enough shots to press. I mean, it's really tough. And we did get into our pressure. I gotta give Duke a lot of credit. They did a really good job of attacking our press before we got it set up. They attacked us downhill. We played unsettled defense pretty much the entire game, and they came out and they played really, really well. So I give them a lot of credit. We didn't play very well, and at the end of the day, I got to find a way to get us to play more consistently. You come out and see us play against Florida State and play well, go on the road, win a game, play well, and come home and lose by 30. We can't be that inconsistent, and that's my charge moving forward, is to find a way to find some consistency in every game, whether it's making shots, whether it's our effort, whether it's our scheme. A lot of different things went wrong tonight, and it starts at the top. It starts with me, and I got to find a way to get us to be more consistent and not have these games where we play really well, these games we come out and play really bad.
You used the words decisions. That's an interesting word. What are you speaking of specifically?
Well, a lot of it is just about our competitiveness. You get to come out here and make a decision. If we're gonna compete at a high level, or if we're not. And the great part about it is that we got a game on Sunday, so we got to make a decision. Are we gonna come back out and play urgent and play hard, or are we gonna let this game drag into another game?
So this is the second straight home game where you've set a similar kind of message like that, where you need to play with more effort, more consistency. Is this something that's happened to your teams in the past, and what did you do if so?
It's tough because we've had some lopsided games, but it really starts with the answer is yes. Let's start with that, and what you got to do is you got to go back and do the things that you do well, and what we do well is get into our pressure. What we're not doing well is putting the ball in the basket to get into our pressure. So now we gotta find a way to get back on defense in unsettled situation and still be able to play more aggressively in the half court and to still create tempo, to create pressure on the ball and not give teams open looks.
Of course, all the issues that you're speaking of are connected, but you are allowing over 70 points a game, which is most in the ACC, and allowed 88 tonight. So what do you think needs to be improved on that end of the court?
Well, it's just I think there's a couple of things. We're not rebounding well. So even possessions where we're getting stops, they're still getting the ball back. They miss, just as a raw number, they missed 34 shots. They got 14 offensive rebounds. That's a big number. So we got to know our scheme in boxing out, and we have specific scheme in boxing out where guard got to crash weak side and find people, and we just not find them. Odom came down the weak side of the floor and just got a ton of rebounds just coming weak side of the floor, and that's more of a scheme thing, and that's getting back and cleaning that up. I think that if we can limit teams to one shot, it starts with that. So that's what it comes down to.
There have been slow starts this season, obviously, but things you've been able to fix going to the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to happen in the second quarter that just didn't happen?
Well, it really starts with just making shots. I mean, honestly, you go 5 for 30 from three. It's tough to win games like that. When you're not making shots. We got some good looks, and I thought we took some bad ones. But obviously, once you get down, you start to press, and you start to take some shots and trying to make things happen. And I think that's kind of how it snowballed to this number. We just started pressing, taking some bad shots, and having floor balance led to leak outs and buckets.
You called the timeouts the minute or so into the game. It was 2-2. Was it something you didn't like right away, or what was that about?
Yeah, immediately we let the best shooter get a look right off the first pass. Matter of fact, she got two open looks off passing, and she just didn't shoot them. And I knew that if she started to shoot, we got a problem. And we talked about that for 2 days. You can't stand in front of this kid with your hands down. and we stood in front of her with her hand. No, you would think it would have been her, right? no, it was Grecky, right? You would think so. Actually, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You know, Boykins had not been shooting the ball great. We weren't closing out on her. I gotta give her. She made shots. That's on me, because we really just wasn't closing out on her. We were trying to get the other players. She stepped up and made some big shots.
So just a few seconds into the game already, you're seeing things you're not happy with, and
Immediately.
obviously you would have.
Yeah.
It didn't, go your way from there.
Yeah.
What was? Sorry, go ahead.
You noted that the team missed open looks, good looks, but it seemed, especially in the first half, that a lot of the looks and just movement on offense was contested. What did you do to tell the team to try and get around that and try and produce more open looks, and which did work, but what was the plan on offense to try and avoid what had happened in the first quarter?
Were they playing in a 2-3 zone and a 3-2 zone? That's what their two defenses are. And we ball screen the slots. You turn the corner. Usually playing 2-on-1 on the advance, or throw the ball back or more to the corner, and the corners are wide open. That's what the 3-2 zone gives you, wide open looks in the corners. And we were getting the ball into the slots and not looking to the corners, getting the ball slots off ball screens, not throwing the ball back, and things that we talked about in that. And if we didn't do that, we're going to be matched up in them on the strong side or the weak side of the floor. It was all throwback action to the corner, one more to the corner. And in the years when we've done that against them, we've been very much successful. Tonight, we didn't. We lost the game.
Giving up 49 points as well as 6 threes in the first half, what was the message for the team about their defensive schemes, or do you think it was really the effort on the defensive side?
Well, no, I can't say it was all just the effort thing. I think too, some of those shots just gets deflating, and you got to try to dig your way out of that mentality of the next and get on to the next play. So at the end of the day, we thought that if we can get out in transition, get down the floor. See, I think that some coaches would like get to this game and say, hey, we're going to try to keep this thing manageable. I said, listen, we're going to press. They're going to score 120 points if we're going to get it figured out. This is what we're going to do. So either we're going to figure it out and play a little bit tougher, play our way, and keep the game manageable, or we're going to lose by about 50 tonight. Because there's no way I'm going to get out there and lay down and not play the way I know that we need to play to go to Final Fours, to be at that level. I'm never going to back down off of that. And I know, it's going to be one of those things where, should you do this? Yeah, but, sometimes you use a blue pen or a black pen too, right? So at the end of the day, I'm giving you guys a quote for your story. I'm never going to stop. So either we're going to get it figured out and play our way, or we're going to have more games like this, because I'm not going to back down on playing the way that we need to play to be successful. This is the way we need to play, and this is what I believe in, and this is what we're going to do. And we're going to get it fixed, we're going to clean it up, and continue to play this way.
Are you speaking overall or just on the press and
I'm talking speaking overall.
threes?
The whole deal. Same thing you guys have been watching.
A dozen games left, Coach. You think this team's a tournament team?
Of course. Because if we win the next 12, what's the record then? Yeah.
Gonna have enough wins if you win the next
22
12.
and 9. We're 21 and 9.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So we're not no way thinking that we don't have an opportunity to win every game, because we do. We have an opportunity to win every game. I don't think there's any team in this conference that we can't beat. So at the end of the day, we can get ourselves a situation where we can get on the run and roll off 5-6 in a row and be right back in the thick of things. So we were in the middle of the pack before the game started. So at the end of the day, we got to just keep playing hard and do things we got to do to win games.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.